Intense, newly released interrogation video in a tragic case of a 4-year-old girl lost to gun violence.
You have to be honest. If you have any hope of getting yourself out of this.
Two adults, two differing stories about what happened inside a house after a gun went off and took the life of this little girl.
I know that you're scared, but I would be more scared to go down for something that you didn't do.
We'll show you how police got to the bottom of what happened. We're on the case, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Police in Milwaukee are called to a chaotic scene one night. A 4-year-old girl has a gunshot wound to the chest. Her aunt was the one who called 911, but police say that aunt had changed her story multiple times. Now, the aunt's boyfriend is a 6-time convicted felon and wasn't supposed to be around firearms. Someone wasn't telling the truth. This is the little girl who lost her life, 4-year-old JaiNadia Little. Now, before we get to the newly released interrogation video showing what JaiNadia's aunt said, what her boyfriend said, and what prosecutors argued was the truth, I want to start with the response in this body cam video we received.
As I located a scene in the house, in the bedroom in the back, there's gonna be blood on the floor. I just need help clearing the basement.
This is the home where the shot went off. And inside the home, at the time the shot was fired, were two adults. Derreanna Little, who is the aunt of young JaiNadia, and Anthony Brookshire.
Derreanna said that the kid, they're both a kid, and the victim were in the back. And then she said that she just heard a pop, and then she ran in, and then she saw the baby playing with the phone, and then Denise was shot. That's what she told me on the phone, on camera. Yeah, allegedly. There's blood in the... Yeah, I will. The blood's mostly on the floor.
The auntie says that she's in the front of the house cleaning, and the kid hears the gunshots outside, goes to the back bedroom to see what's going on, and sees the girl's laying on the floor shot.
I'm not seeing any gunshots coming through here though. There's like blood on a mattress right here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any like this. I mean, this house is a dump, unfortunately. There's definitely a bullet hole going. It's not coming from outside. It's coming from inside. This bullet hole came from inside.
Now, let's be honest here. A 4-year-old doesn't just end up shot. Something clearly went wrong. Brookshire and Little are taken into custody as investigators move in to question them. According to police documents, initially, Little told police that she was moving groceries from her friend's car to her friend's house when she heard a loud pop. And that's when she found that little girl shot. But that story would change to the gunshot being fired as she was changing her baby's diaper.
So kind of tell me what happened.
Okay, we literally just came from Walmart. We come from Walmart, we come in, like we chilling in the living room, then that's when I need to change my baby. Anthony.
Police then share pictures from the scene with Little, and they have her explain more of her side of the story.
Tell me how guns work.
You press, they shoot.
Okay, how? How does that all happen? With a firearm, how does that happen?
Press it, or
okay.
What do you press?
With the trigger.
What do you have? What are like the major components of a gun? It's a gun. Okay, what else you need for some bullets? Where do you put the bullets?
In the gun.
Is there anything else you put it in, or you just put the bullet straight into the gun?
I don't know. I never had a gun.
What happens when a gun fires?
It shoots.
Yeah. Do you know what happens when a gun fires though? Like a bullet comes out. Do you know if anything else comes out of the gun?
No.
You familiar
with a bullet?
Okay. You familiar with a shell casing?
Like the shells? Mm-hmm. Yes, of the bullet.
So if a gun fires, the bullet comes out, and then there's a casing that comes out.
Yes.
Okay. So you have bullets. You have a magazine. The bullets go into the magazine. The magazine goes into the gun, and then it gets charged, or a slide, however, whatever type of weapon system it is, and then someone has to manipulate the trigger for it to fire. When it fires, a bullet comes out, and a casing comes out. Right? Is that you understand that? Okay, so based on that and the hundreds of investigations that we've done, probably, I mean, thousands at this point, things need to make sense, right? Okay. What kind of guns were there in the house today?
I've never seen no guns up in there. When I was up in there, I didn't see no. I wouldn't even have my baby in my
Miss, here's the thing. I understand this is a very frustrating and scary position, but the only thing we need to do right now is to tell the truth. Okay?
I am.
What you're saying is not making sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Because of how this, you can see that there's two distinct holes that then go up to an upper hole, right? This was inflated. And then we know what type of weapon system it was because we have.
I have a picture of it in case.
You didn't print it out.
I don't think I made it in here.
So there was a casing recovered, okay, on the bed.
Okay.
So that means that it happened there.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us what happened, miss. Because you saying you don't know, you're the only adult in the room, it's not gonna fly. There's something, there was a weapon system in the room. There was a casing. The way this bullet trajectory went into this mattress, into this other item, into the child, and into this wall. You need to start telling the truth, okay?
I am.
Because this is a major incident.
I know it
and
is.
a child was hurt.
My niece, like, I am telling the truth. Like, I'm telling the truth.
What we're telling you is what you are saying is not possible.
While Little was saying she had no idea what happened and she had not seen a gun in that room where the little girl was shot, Brookshire was telling his side of the story.
We come in, she started putting up groceries, so I started looking at TV. Then she get done doing that, she sit down, and she wanted to go change the baby. So she take the baby in the back, her niece follow, come back, grab like a cup or something, go back in there. I'm still looking at TV, I don't know what I was looking at, but anyway, I hear it like pop, but not a loud, it was a pop like a balloon, but not nothing that loud. But then I heard her scream like, Anthony, like my name. So I went back there and seen, I want to say she was holding her at that time, but I told her to lay her down on the floor.
Which room was this?
And it's just the back room.
Okay.
I seen the bed bust, and I seen the gun laying right there.
You said the bed busted?
Yeah, it was an air mattress.
So it was originally filled up?
Yeah.
Okay. And where was the gun?
On the bed.
What kind of gun was it?
It was a long gun.
The shooting happened at Brookshire's brother's house. Brookshire is a 6-time convicted felon, and he's already going to be in trouble for being around firearms with that record. And now he is giving police something that can be used against the woman he's been dating for roughly 6 months, who is the aunt of the victim.
Okay, and are you shot?
No.
No. So there was a gun in this room somewhere. And based on the physical evidence that we've shown you, it was on this bed.
Miss, what happened?
So just tell us what happened.
Like, that's literally,
Miss,
go.
Take a breath. Maybe drink some water. At the end of the day, we're here now.
I know.
Okay?
I know. I've been waiting on you guys.
So what happened?
That's literally.
That's not what happened. We know that's not what happened. You need to tell the truth, because sometimes accidents do happen, and we're put in situations, and we are where we are. You not telling us the whole truth isn't going to get you anywhere, okay?
Yes, I know it's not.
It doesn't look good. A child was shot.
Yes,
and then
I know.
How'd you get to the hospital?
Anthony brought me in that white van.
Is this the white van?
Yes. Yes,
it
is.
So did you contact anybody after your niece was shot?
No. My mom. Once I made it to the hospital, yes, my mom.
What'd you tell your mom?
That my niece has been shot. They told me I could call. I don't know the officer's name.
Did you tell her anything else?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Okay. Is this the van?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Where were you seated in the van?
In the behind the passenger seat.
Oh, behind the front passenger seat?
Yes, it
Okay.
was Anthony.
Was it here? Where were you seated?
Here.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So that's gonna be 7, or no, 6, 7? Okay. Miss, can I draw your attention to
Yes.
this area right here?
Yes.
Let me show you a close-up of that area. Can we start telling the truth, please?
Yes.
We need to start telling the truth, ma'am, because this is not a joke. This is a serious
not,
situation.
I swear to God,
So
I am not.
Did you see this gun?
No.
You were
that was not,
seated right here.
That was not in there.
Look, you see this?
Yes.
See that?
Yes.
This is between the seats.
Yes.
So this firearm?
Everything I love, that was not, can I talk?
Sure.
This was not in the car. Like, if I see that, come on now, I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
Like, this was not in the car. I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
When Anthony dropped me off, he probably pushed it.
How this gun is
In
different than this gun?
Yes.
You remember how I told you that there was a casing recovered right
Yes.
here?
Yes.
It's the same style as this.
Every casing is marked with what kind of casing it is.
Yes.
Like fingerprints.
I swear to God, I did not see this. This was not
Here's the
up
thing.
in the car.
Little is claiming she didn't see a gun in the room where the little girl was shot. This is what Brookshire said about where he keeps a long gun in his house, under pillows in a bedroom.
Or where was it? Where was it in the room when you left it before leaving the room?
I haven't slept in there, so
So last time you had the gun and it was in the room, where was it?
I'm thinking on the bed.
Okay, where do you usually put it on the bed?
I'm
Under a pillow, on top of the blanket.
Or under the mattress? Like, where is it usually at?
I can see you're having an internal conflict, man. I know that this is incredibly difficult for you, and I appreciate, what you've told us so far and what we've talked about.
man, bro, like I'm I ain't been sleeping in there, so it probably was under the pillow or on the bed for sure.
Okay.
Usually, is this like a sheet? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
A
that's
sheet?
Is that a blanket or a sheet?
Like,
sheet.
like it goes to cover this? So usually that's filled up all the time, I'm
Yeah.
assuming. And this would be like covering it, like when you cover the mattress? So this is what covers it?
No, that's what I lay on. That's like the sheet that go over the
Over the
Okay.
mattress?
So you don't use that to cover yourself?
So,
No.
it's okay.
Okay.
And then this,
Pillow.
so this, okay, how were we? Let me just check. So this is this way. No, this way, this way.
Yeah, cause it's the wall.
Okay. So then this, are you sleep
Yeah.
this way?
Yeah.
Okay, so, where do you put the gun, under the pillow, like in the middle of the bed? Like if you go to the room, you would see your gun right away?
No.
So do you put it under the pillow?
Yeah.
So you usually put it under the pillow. Last time you were there, it was under the pillow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before this happened, was the muzzle facing this way or was the muzzle facing this way from what you remember?
Honestly, I hadn't been in there, so I don't remember.
Okay.
Okay.
When was the last time you saw that gun?
Probably a few days.
Okay.
Cause I sleep on the couch a lot.
Okay.
Brookshire says he hadn't seen this gun for a couple of days. Yet, the child still ended up in the room where she was shot. By the time police arrived, the firearm was gone from the scene, and it was later recovered from Brookshire's van. Little denies ever seeing that weapon.
You can check my record. I got gun charges
Yeah.
and I'm not lying about this. Honestly, to be honest with you, this the littlest thing. I'm trying to tell you, like, when I came in, can I show you something? Because this is how the bed would be.
Yeah.
But the door would just be right here. But I'm just showing you from when I came in.
Okay, so that's the door to the room.
Just say this the door though.
Okay.
And this
This
the bed.
is the bed, right here.
Yeah.
This right, push it a little bit. Hold on, let me show you.
Yeah.
This is the bed.
Yup. You can't walk.
Hold on, I want you to show me where she was.
You would
So,
be right there.
well, this is the bed.
Yup.
Okay.
Cause you know this bed be
Okay, so this is her right here with the baby.
exactly when I come in, boom. Cause you know the door right here.
Okay, and what happened? Explain to me, like.
I'm like, what the?
Okay.
The first thing I saw.
Okay.
The second thing I saw was the gun right here.
Like
on the bed.
on this right here.
The
Right
gun,
here on the bed.
Yes, facing this way.
This way.
Facing this way down by the foot
So,
of the bed.
Which this would be the closet. Or whatever this is. Is that like a,
and
I
the
don't,
window. Yeah.
Okay, so this would be the window.
Yes, all this is windows behind this way.
That way there's windows.
Yeah.
So this is like a little storage.
Yeah.
And then right here is a window.
Yeah.
Okay? And what does she first tell you?
She's like, Anthony, what I'm gonna do? And I'm like, what the you mean? Like, I didn't know what I'm like, I'm like, put her down.
Okay.
But the second thing I seen after that was the gun right here. I never saw the gun.
This way.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the bed. So this is the gun. We're gonna pretend this is the bed. This is the gun. Can you put the gun like it actually, like where, so that's the bed.
Right here.
Yeah,
that way.
Yeah, we got
okay.
it.
And you're looking at her, and what is the she tell you?
She's like, what I'm gonna do, and I'm like, we gotta call the ambulance.
Okay.
And I told her to lay her down.
Okay. So then, now this is the door, so you lay the baby down.
Yeah, like right in the door.
Where's the baby's head?
Out the, like.
So she kind of puts her down.
Door.
Okay. And then that's when you see it.
Yes. That ain't when I seen the gun. I seen the gun.
No, that's when you see the blood.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So we're having this conversation. You see that. When is she telling you grab a rag or whatever? I don't know.
See, this was me up. I don't remember when I grabbed the baby.
Okay.
So
the 1-year-old?
Yeah. So I don't know if I grabbed her and went to get the find anything to grab, because at the end of the day, you know, when I'm sitting thinking, like, we in the room, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she did say grab something, and my instinct was to go that way, and I seen the blue jacket.
Okay, and you gave her the blue jacket.
Yeah.
And what happened with the blue jacket?
That's what the gun was in.
So she put the blue jacket, she put the gun in the blue jacket?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't see her
put it
nothing in there.
So how did it get to the head, man? Come on. We're talking a simple gun thing. You've been through the ringer, it sounds like, for gun cases before, man. This is one thing. The death of a 4-year-old is a whole nother thing, man. And we have to get the facts, because I don't want to see someone get in trouble for something that they may, that they didn't do, right? But at the end of the day, when something happens, if there's any sort of mistake that contributed to this at all, man.
Could I get some water?
Brookshire's alleging that Little was the one who covered up the scene after the gun went off and struck her 4-year-old niece. Brookshire says that the gun was wrapped in a blue jacket and then Little put it in his van. But that's not the story she is telling detectives.
So an autopsy was done yesterday, okay, on your niece. And the results are they're more pointing to what we believe happened with that. She necessarily wasn't handling that firearm. Just based the way the bullet went into her, where it came out, there's really no physical possible way for her to have fired
I
that.
understand it's no way for her to pick it up, but I really didn't touch or maneuver or do anything with the weapon. I will really say that. I did not touch or maneuver or do anything with no weapon. I did not. I really did not. I did not move anything. I did not make a gun go off. I did not pick it up, anything. I did not touch a weapon. I didn't. I did not.
You want to show her the...
Yeah.
No, they showed me the pictures and
No,
stuff.
you didn't see these pictures now.
I want to see that.
Okay. So this is the medical examiner's diagram that they gave us. Obviously this is just a standard form, but gunshot wound came in to her left side. You did
that.
You did see this?
It's just I did not touch anything. I did not make a bullet go off on my niece. I didn't. And I understand y'all saying she can't maneuver or pick that gun up, but I'm not saying she picked it up. Like something triggered it, she touched something, but I did not touch this gun and make this gun go off to my niece. I did not. I did not. I did not. I would say that if I did. I did not. I did not
Miss Little,
touch.
so
Yes.
what these pictures are, and this is kind of similar to one you saw yesterday, except now it has these evidence markers. And what these evidence markers are, whatever, I'm not sure what all these are related to specifically, but this would be a blood marker, usually when they take a DNA sample. You see this number 1? You see that right there? So that's a casing, and this is just a close-up of that casing, okay? And as we described yesterday, it's bigger than a normal, handgun. It's a big gun, okay? Firearms like this, they don't just go off.
I know, they don't just go off. You have to trigger that. I know that.
So,
Y'all keep explaining that to me. I know that.
So the way this diagram is made and the trajectory of the bullet, and where we've established that this gun would have had to have been laying. It would have to laying like this because casings eject out. This is called the ejection port. Basically they fly out and they go. They generally go, when it's being held, they generally go to the right. However, on its side, it's probably going to eject somewhere. I don't know exactly, but it's going to go up and somewhere in this area.
And I understand everything y'all saying and trying to explain, but I did not touch, pull a trigger, do anything. I completely understand everything y'all explaining to me, but I did not maneuver, move, or pull this trigger. I didn't. And I'm not going to sit here and say I did, because I didn't. I did not.
And we don't want you to say something that we're not, to just
I,
say what we want to hear, but at the end of the day, if something happened that you didn't intend to happen, obviously you didn't intend to do this.
But I didn't do it.
But you didn't intend for this to happen to your niece.
Yes.
Right? When you went back there to change your daughter's diaper, you obviously weren't intending for her to be shot by a firearm.
Yes.
But a firearm that you knew had been stored there previously, correct? Okay. So obviously you weren't thinking that this firearm was there, or it slipped your mind, right? Was there any point when your niece was on the bed that it triggered in your memory that this gun might be there?
When I was changing my niece, I didn't even see her I just see her go like around. I didn't see her on the bed like, oh, I just know she's around over there.
So
like I'm right here, she's just around, just playing. She started off by the TV and she's over here. Next thing you know, I just hear the pops go off. Like I did not maneuver, touch, make this gun go off. I did not pull a trigger. I did not move it. I did not. I didn't.
So,
and I completely understand how y'all saying my niece was injured, and I don't know. I didn't pull a trigger. I didn't touch it. I didn't move it. I didn't see it. It was like, let me move it. If I'm gonna see it and move it, why not just move it out the room? Why move it over or something where she's still in there and she can still touch the weapon or do something with the weapon?
She could not have shot herself in the manner that she was injured.
Little then breaks down in talking to detectives.
We're all in the living room chilling. I need to change my baby's diaper. Me and my niece and my baby goes to the back. I sit on the floor. My baby and my niece are playing. I proceed to get my stuff to change my baby. I hear a loud pop and my niece grunted. And I just pick her up and run in there and tell Anthony to take me to the hospital. Before that, I called the police. They answered. I said my niece got shot. And as I'm leaving, I'm calling my mom. And I told her my niece is shot. And we get to the hospital. I go in there. They bring me in the bag. They put my niece on. I'm sorry for spitting. They put my niece on the bed thing. They all questioning me, asking me questions. They tell me that I have to wait on detective to come question us. The doctor comes to talk to us. And then we're waiting on the detective. They tell me, my mom, and her husband we could go to the hospital. But my mom, we're going to go pick up my baby before we go to the hospital. We get to the hospital. We get to the house where Anthony is, where the shooting had happened. And I'm thinking I'm getting my baby. The detectives, not you guys, other ones, they talking to me, they questioning me. I get in the car, they questioning me, asking me. I come here, the same thing. That's literally what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. That is what happened.
What did you do with the gun after your niece?
I never touched no gun. I never seen no gun. I never touched no gun.
That's not what's being said.
I never touched no gun.
As much as you don't want it to be true, that's not what's being said. The blanks that he filled in makes more sense.
Bro, dude.
Okay.
I never touched.
There was a gun on the bed. You've seen that gun before.
Gun.
You've seen that gun before.
Yes.
After the gunshot happened.
Yes.
Something happened with that gun. Obviously, it wasn't in the same position because we find it in the car later.
Yes.
Okay.
After the shooting happened, literally, I picked my niece.
That's not what he says.
I don't care what he said. I'm telling you what I said. I know facts. I know truth. This man is not. Hell no. 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 This man is not. Why accuse me and bring me down? I don't know. You said Anthony said
Miss, if
something.
an accident happened.
Yes. Accident. I didn't do anything.
And that's not. Yes, you did. You failed to provide necessary care for this child, and now the child's dead. That's what you did. That's what you did. And now you're not telling us what happened with the gun after the fact.
I am telling. How do I don't see no gun. I'm getting my niece up. I see her.
If that's the case,
it's out, bro. I don't see no gun. I swear to God, listen, let me talk, please.
You told us.
I get in the car. Come on, I got in through this side. I can see the floor. I can see where I'm stepping. There was no guns up in the car, in the house. Okay,
in the car?
Let me.
You
can
said
I
the
talk?
same thing over and over again.
It had to be Anthony. It's his. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's his car. That's his car. It was what?
Why would he put the guns in the car?
Bro, this man is a whole. He's a felon. He's not supposed to be around guns. So of course he's gonna try to blame me and put it on me.
Miss.
And no.
You can see things are very intense. Anthony is alleging that Little put the guns in the car, and she's saying that's not true.
The only piece that we need to fill in.
Yes.
This is the only piece.
Yes.
I get that you're highly emotional.
Yes.
This hurts.
Yes.
It's frustrating.
Yes.
You're going through a lot.
Yes.
We have all the other facts.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
We have them. We showed you.
Yes.
The only thing that you're failing to fill in the blank is, which now we have another person saying another thing.
Yes.
After you even told your mom that she shot herself.
Yes.
Is what happened with the gun after the fact, and you keep on pushing yourself away from these
I'm not
guns.
pushing any.
Miss,
I'm talking about the gun.
We never said this was your gun. We never said that you intended for this to happen.
I never.
We never said that you picked up a gun and shot your niece in cold blood. What we're saying is this is what the facts are.
Yes.
And based on our investigation, it makes no sense that you never saw a gun before, after, or during this incident.
Yes, and I did.
So at what point did you move this gun?
I never touched a gun. I
Miss,
never touched.
If you brought us down here,
yes,
just that after another person said that you manipulated this gun at some point, saying that you never saw a gun, miss.
Yes.
That makes no sense.
Right, you think not trying to be disrespectful, but you think I'ma keep saying that I didn't see some shit? No, first of all, my niece is dead. Gone. Dead. My life
and the
would be over if I see a gun. I swear to I would tell you guys.
What I'm telling you
if
right
I
now,
touched a gun, I would tell you guys. You just said if I moved the gun, I would tell you guys, bro.
Little sticks with that story. Two other detectives then come in and she continues to stick with the story.
We've explained the facts to you, okay? We know how the bullet traveled. We know that you have to pull the trigger, and we both agree on that. We know where the gun was. We know who was in the room. You see, like, it just kind of narrows the scope of things down.
Yes, I know it
narrows
it down
right
like
on you,
me,
okay?
but can't y'all just like, what's the bro? I know, like, what y'all saying is making every much so of sense. It is, but I did not
Derreanna.
I didn't touch no gun. I swear to God, I did not touch a gun. I didn't move it. I didn't do anything with no gun, man. I didn't.
Here's the thing. If you did it though, it's okay.
But I did it.
It was an accident.
But I did it.
We're not here telling
but
you
I
you
did
murdered
it.
somebody.
But I did it.
Okay.
And then that's my niece.
You know it's your niece. It sucks.
No,
It
but
sucks.
I didn't. I didn't touch or move a weapon. I swear to God, I didn't, bro. I don't want my life to go down the shambles for something I didn't do. I didn't touch no gun. I didn't tamper no gun. I didn't
See the circle we're in right now?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Where we
I'm
can't-
getting freaked out.
You can't offer another explanation.
But I didn't do nothing. I didn't touch no gun. I didn't move anything, bro. I swear to God. I don't know what else to do. I'm telling you guys the truth. I'm telling you guys the truth. I swear I'm telling y'all the
Derreanna,
truth.
I'm really sorry. This is okay? I'm really, really
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. You shouldn't have to be here. You shouldn't have to be in this situation. Even Scott, we feel terrible for you. It's gotta suck, okay? But we can't change what happened.
I know you can, but I'm not. I would tell you guys if I moved this gun or if it was an accident. I didn't touch or do anything. I swear to
You're
God.
smart. I can tell you're smart. You know how this works, right? You've
Yes.
explained how it works.
Yes, but I didn't touch no gun. I didn't see no gun, dude. I didn't touch it. I swear to God, please. Can we just please do this polygraph or whatever, dude? I didn't touch. Can't y'all take the fingerprints on there and see it?
That takes days, sometimes weeks.
I'm saying, but I'm
That's all
telling
gonna be
you
done.
guys. I am telling you guys. I didn't touch anything. I didn't move anything but my niece. I never touched anything in there. Once it occurred, I just tended to her, got her up, and tell him to take me to the hospital. I didn't see no gun, bro. I didn't accidentally move it, accidentally make it go off, anything. Like, no, I would tell you guys that. Lying about it is only gonna make it worse. I'm already in a like, no, bro, I'm not gonna admit to anything that I didn't do. I didn't touch no gun. I didn't move no gun. And I didn't see no gun tonight. Last night, no, bro, no.
You're smart.
Yes.
I know you understand what's going on. I know you can get how this works.
I do, yes.
And what you're explaining to
Yes.
you just doesn't
I know, but it's the honest to God truth. It's the honest truth. I understand a gun cannot go off by itself. I understand you guys.
Pause 1 second.
Yes.
Let me explain to you that the doctor doctor measured the length of the gun,
Yes.
where the trigger is in relation to the barrel,
Yes.
and your niece physically couldn't pull the trigger
Yes.
where the bullet entered her. It couldn't happen. It couldn't happen. She couldn't have shot herself, even by accident.
And I did. It's only me, my niece, and my baby in there.
Okay.
My
you know how
baby,
silly
of
it is-
course,
You know how
can't
silly it is to
do
say
it.
your baby did, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
like,
your baby didn't do it,
of
right?
course she can't, she's not manageable to even walk. So how she gonna do that? Me, like, I didn't touch, I didn't move, I didn't accidentally do anything. I would say that. I would say if I did, but I didn't. I didn't touch anything, bro. I didn't see no weapon, nothing, no.
So, based on everything you've said, again, can you offer any explanation?
I don't know.
This tragedy happened in February of 2025. In December of 2025, Anthony Brookshire pleaded guilty to second-degree reckless homicide and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. In February of this year, 2026, he was sentenced to 15 years in prison. As for Little, who was adamant she had no idea what happened, she pleaded guilty to 2 counts of obstructing an officer and 1 count of disorderly conduct. Those are all misdemeanors. She was sentenced to probation. That will do it for On the Case, presented by Law&Crime. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify, and we're also now streaming on Peacock. I'm Chris Stewart. We'll see you next time.